I'll be around anyway.
Okay.
In Alex's lessons that day, good behaviour is the norm.
Right, if you take a really deep breath, just go... and then breathe out. In and out. In and out. So that's what's happening to your lungs inside your body. Amazing. It seems as though there are really clear sanctions in this school, and the boys know exactly what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do. I haven't even seen one mobile phone yet. I was even able to get out a model of the lung and do a practical demonstration. So, you know, I'm having a really great day.
When did this happen?
Alex soon discovers just how strict the discipline policy is.
It's either that group there or that group there, so I think we actually suspended...
The main suspects for this act of vandalism are in Alex's class.
Well, I've had it up to here with certain individuals, and I will be slowly but surely getting rid of you from the year group.
So you come here and damage this, you should be ashamed of yourself. To call yourself
scum. Just total scum.
A year 11 people,
total
you should be
scum.
ashamed of yourself.
You don't deserve to be in here. Just don't deserve you scum.
So it seems like quite a strict school then, would you say?
Zero tolerance.
Have you ever been sent home?
I got sent home a couple of weeks ago.
You say he's Nigerian?
Because I sat here.
I was about to say he ain't Nigerian.
Sent home for 3 days.
Was that really all you did?
And then, I swear, when I got sent home, and he was sat here, not there.
I don't want mine out to buy him, man.
That's quite heavy.
Why do you still have your coat on? Is it raining in here?
I'll just put it on as well.
Take it off and stop giving me your silly excuses. You can bugger off. Go home, we don't want you here.
Since Labour came to power, they've sought to minimise the number of children excluded from school. Wherever possible, children who misbehave should remain on school premises. This school doesn't appear to conform to the philosophy.
But does the head send lots of them home if they...
Oh yes, all the time. In a day, if they badly behaved, God, he will send home like anything close to... One day he sent home 20 students.
Some of the Year 11 pupils were finding the school's approach to discipline heavy-handed.
Sending people home, yeah, I know. You're not learning nothing at home, so I don't know. Maybe it has, yeah, like people know not to like muck around and things, but still there's a different way of sorting it out, not just like sending you home for any little thing.
It sounds like a lot of people are sent home, is that true?
About 20 people, yeah, so 25 people, 30 people a day.
Because I thought there's like pressure to not exclude pupils.
What wasn't he doing? You know?
So he does his own thing.
In the staff room, one of the teachers tells Alex more about what zero tolerance really means here.
We took 25 year 8s there, just recently, just after Christmas. Put them in the hall for 3 days. We'll not have do anything, just sit on the desk for 3 days. Still didn't suspended 8 of them. They still muck around, those kids.
What, so they didn't do any written work? They just sat there for 3 days?
Made them sit there in silence for 3 days. Torture. Well, that's all I do. They come out there a week later. They vaguely remember the experience. Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah, it's quite harsh. Yeah. What do you think of that kind of approach?
Guantanamo Bay, isn't it? You know?
Perhaps the strict discipline policy was having an effect on exam results. In 2003, 30% of pupils here got 5 GCSEs or equivalent at C grade or above. By 2004, it had leapt to 49%. But one teacher suggests to Alex that the huge improvement is due to the type of exams some pupils are sitting.
So the one reason our results, I told you our school results went up last year so much, it was because of the GNVQ results.
And is that because they're worth so many GCSEs?
Because there's worth so many GCSEs and our boys all got distinctions for them.
So they get 4 GCSEs
they
for
get
that?
4 GCSEs.
Because I thought that it was the weaker students that were doing GNVQ.
No, GNVQ we take average above average. We never take any one of the naughty ones and put them in the group. Because if they don't do their portfolios and they're not entered for the exam, then that brings the whole GNVQ group down.
I can see that, yeah.
And this is the reason we want them, because we want the results to be good at the end of the year.
GNVQs are vocational qualifications designed for less academic pupils. Many would say easier than GCSEs.
Right, everybody sitting
Yet in exam league tables, 1 GNVQ pass in science is equivalent to 4 GCSEs at C grade or above.
And where are you sitting?
One teacher, who's taught at the school for 15 years, gives Alex his view.
Like when they compare statistics for successful school, they go on the basis of the number of kids who got 5 grade Cs. In other words, if they pass that GNVQ, that's 4, so they need 1 more, and then they're a successful statistic. It's a huge scale. It's how all these schools have gone up the league table.
What worries me as a science teacher who's taught GCSE and A-level is that this GNVQ in science is just not preparation for physics, chemistry or biology at A-level.
Some experts are concerned about the increasing uptake by some schools of GNVQs.
I think the worry is that those decisions are being influenced by the kind of pressure that schools are under to meet targets and to perform well in league tables and all those kinds of things, which are not really about the educational needs of the child.
The government say that exam results last year were the best ever. Some put it down to the greater uptake of GNVQs and the fact that in exam result tables they're counted as equivalent to 4 GCSEs.
Virtually every head teacher I've talked to says that that is a scam. They don't deserve to equate. But the government's delighted, and the government's delighted, of course, because it can say that the statistics are always improving. Ever greater percentage of children are getting 5 A to C or equivalent passes, which is the test measure.
We contacted all 100 schools on the most improved exam results list in 2004. Of the 94 that replied, 84% did GNVQs, compared with just 10% of schools nationally. St Aloysius were asked for a response. They replied,
"We are fully committed to providing the best possible learning environment for our pupils, and measures such as zero tolerance of indiscipline and adherence to uniform rules and seating plans are an important part of this commitment. We refute that on one day 20 boys were sent home. A number of boys chose to behave in an unacceptable way. An alternative classroom was established for those pupils with work provided. There were no exclusions resulting from this action. Staff and students at St Aloysius College have worked hard and succeeded in significantly raising levels of achievement. Improvement has occurred across core GCSE subjects as well as in GNVQ results."
In the last 6 months, I've met some really dedicated teachers doing a fantastic job in often really difficult circumstances. They're under such enormous pressure from inspection, league tables and bad behaviour. I just can't see how things can get better unless schools are given proper resources to tackle their problems and teaching becomes more important than targets.
Well, just a reminder that there's a Channel 4 News special, Attack on London, at 10:50. And coming right up next, a Channel 4 News report.